Hello. Hey, happy Wednesday, guys, or Thursday, depending on where you are on this wild train ride. Woo, here we go. I follow the energy, and as you can see, we got more energy. Yes, we have. Um, Let me take a peek and let's see who's in here today. I see Jonathan and Tammy and Kara and Carol, Manu, Gina, Chris is here. Awesome, awesome. Care is here. Cheryl, Darla, welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, oh goodness. So yeah, I'm gonna update. I see all these sleep question mark. Yeah, see this? This little culprit might have disturbed some of you last night. Now, for some, listen, I'm gonna share my experience with this, and so it's interesting. Remember, whatever message we give the body, it goes, okay, even we can be overriding it. So, but first and foremost, we got to welcome our newest members of the Love Train. So overnight, we have new Love Train members from Portland, Oregon. Portland's been growing recently. Also, British Vancouver, another from Toronto, Canada, brand new also from Brisbane, Australia. Welcome to you. And in the US, we have another new subscriber from South Carolina. So welcome to you. Awesome, awesome. Let us know in the comments if you're new so that we can give you a proper Love Train welcome. So, okay. Remember, I share my experience. You take what resonates, and remember that your personal experience can be the opposite. Doesn't mean anything is wrong. It means that that's how you're experiencing it. I'm just here to remind us all we're not going batshit boo-boo crazy. No, we're not. We're just ascending. We are just ascending, and we are creating. We are creators. So add that to the list. I'm a divine human, and I am here to play, create, and have fun. That's our mission, guys. It truly is. And how you get to do that is in your heart, and it's getting unleashed. So let's talk about this energy. Oh my gosh. So this was yesterday, right? Last night, this middle of the night, right? And didn't wake me up immediately when this heavy push came in. For me, it was like 3:30 a.m. And I'll tell you, yesterday was 4 a.m. Today, the day before yesterday was 4 a.m. Last night was 3:30 a.m. And my guides have me in what I'm calling New Earth Economy, SKUL. I don't like the word school, so I'm calling it SKUL. Getting massive downloads about what I've been doing too. Thank you to those of you who took my request for questions about money fears or starting a new career, or how do I, right? What options do I have if my human, because this is an old, right? It's the third dimension identity, retired. Those questions I've been posing to the guides as they're dumping this new economy info on me, and it is wild. And I'm telling you, my pen didn't stop from 3:30 to 7:30 this morning. And then I rapidly went, didn't even make coffee, took a nap, came back in. But I'll tell you, they are coming in with guidance that is surgical, that anybody can comprehend, anybody's going to be able to do. Tomorrow, so how it's shaping up is there's 10 questions so far. And tomorrow in focus group, I'm going to say what the 10 questions are. And I tell you, it covers literally it covers just about everything. But I'm gonna bring it into focus group so that if anybody else has anything else that comes forward, let's do that. And I'll ask for the guidance and we'll go. But I've now been taught the entire concept, and then now it's guiding us out of the old fear and lack belief systems. And then what does this look like? And it's page after page after page of downloads. And it is, like I said, very easy for anybody to grasp. It truly is. And some of you have asked really good questions. Some of you asked questions that I think a lot of people think, but don't even want to ask it. So thank you to those of you who've been sending those questions, because they truly are helping. And I've got a secret helper that I have digesting this, because I want to know, okay, try this out, and then let me know, where are you feeling roadblocks? Because I'm already in it. I'm already activated with the frequency. So for me, it's okay, how can I give it to you guys so that you can more easily stay in alignment? Again, it's all frequency, it's all alignment. So this was my Canva creation today because that's what I felt like this morning. It was like they had me in this gold vortex, the current, literally the gold current, spinning like this. Stuff would just spew out of spew out, write it down. And this has been the feeling I think this can create. It's like you have my metaphor would be trying to get 10 gold hula hoops going at the same time at different parts of your body. It's kind of how I felt. Definitely this brought back our friend, Mr. Fatigue. He knocked and said, hey, I'm going to visit you today. Even though you've been in New Earth Economy, SKUL, I'm going to visit you today. So listen to your body. When your body wants rest, please rest. This again, generating heat, generating ringing in the ears. These, and I'm going to show you more on the chakra chart. Today, the chakra chart is going to give us a better peek, and it may, I think it'll tell the story of what some of you may have been feeling throughout this. So, and let me know in the comments how you were feeling this. So again, this came in right U.S. time, middle of the night. I pulled this at 8 a.m. this morning, so you can see by 8 it had topped off, but. I call these those daggers because it's very purposeful. It's gonna jam some light into your system. It's also the reds purging. It's gonna purge, and it's like, what are you holding on to? What are you choosing to create? So it's, what do I choose to create? What do I choose to create in this morning, in this moment? So important. And if you're having a negative thought, go, okay, wait a minute, I don't want to recreate that. So pay attention to what you don't want to create also. And it's that shift. And we're going to do it again today. And you guys have been doing amazing. I love these grounding sessions. I'm so excited for tomorrow's focus group because we're all going to ground. And then everybody's going to New Economy, SKUL. We're going to talk about money. We're going to talk about money without, doing a number 2 in our pants. It's going to be nice. It's going to be a whole new view with love attached to it and not dense energy and not scarcity and not lack. So I am very excited about tomorrow's focus group. It's really going to, I think, help a lot of us get into an alignment that you can really trust. That's the key, that you can trust it and it feels good. Remember, if it doesn't feel good, it's not true. It's not true. So how do we get there and then trust it so that we can then keep embodying it and just stay in that alignment? Everything is alignment. When you're in alignment, all the stuff you didn't want to see and don't want to recreate, it literally gets completed, and it's none of our business how that happens. Our business is, what are we creating? What do I choose to create? So let's see who snuck in here while I've been here. Tammy says SKUL. Yes, I know. I like that. I had to give myself a whole new meaning around it when I realized I'm like, oh, they're schooling me. They're totally schooling me. I got my pen out, ran out of ink on several, but it's all good. I love the pen to paper though, because now I'm receiving the energy, and it truly, it embodies it. The act of writing things down really does help reinforce it. I could feel it as I'm writing stuff. So it's cool. Remember, everything is energy. So it's that attention to detail. It's always purposeful. Always purposeful. Who else snuck in here? I see Joanne. Hi, Joanne. Annie is here. Gorgeous day in East Tennessee. Awesome. Oh, she's in the mountains and in the woods. Awesome. Oh, Annie, well, you're giving Gaia a nice big hug out there, aren't you? Candace is here. Hello. I see Georgia. Georgia, girl, I sent you an email. So we need to chat. We need to chat because I'm coming to your town, girl. Let's see. Helene's here from Finland. Oh, she's at sunset. Oh, beautiful. This is what I love about this. Some of you having morning coffee and some of you enjoying a beautiful sunset. You gotta love the love train. Awesome. Okay, what else? La, la, la. I'm reading. Yeah, big fatigue. Yes, fatigue. Definitely. No, Mr. Fatigue. Mr. Fatigue. He visits at will in April, and I mean, you knew that we had to go out of April with a bang. We just had to. This is our right. They called it a hatching, And so, they're making sure that the shell's popping off for sure. And I think they're spinning us around first. It's like a spin and then the top's popping off and here we are. Ta-da! Awesome. Let's see. La la la. Who else is in here? Oh yeah, everybody. There's no such thing as oversleep. I'm glad you mentioned that, Andy. So here's what I always tell my body. So I tell my body, I know you always give me the perfect amount of sleep. So I had two options because yesterday we did 4 is about an hour ahead of what I usually do, roughly, because I don't use an alarm. I've never liked them. I think it's a torture device. I like my body to just calmly wake up. And so I always say that my body always gives me the perfect amount of rest. And I'll tell you that even though I've had very early days and into late, a lot of details I've been having to put down on paper for what's coming up. And didn't run out of steam at all. But I did notice when my body needed rest, I go and rest. And so practice that now, because that's in the fifth dimension. My body always gives me, and that means it could be 2 hours one night. It could be 3 hours one night. But we need to lose that old language of, right, which was a big lie, first of all. I need 8 hours of, I'm not even going to say it because I don't want my body to even think I'm playing with it that way, but you know what I'm going to say. And so my body always gives me the perfect amount of sleep. And then during the day, if I'm feeling like I need a rest, I listen to it. I take the cue. Also, please hydrate. Please hydrate. Huge. This is generating so much heat. This is like April. I've felt more heat in the body when this light comes in than any previous. And it makes sense because the frequencies are right. They're cranking up the frequency on us. It's like, let's turn it up. Let's give them a little more heat. But this is all our light. So it's fabulous. Gina is here. She's in northwestern Georgia. Awesome, awesome. Georgina is here, and it is pitch black in the middle of the night. Awesome. Oh, and see, she's up doing the midnight. She's having a middle of the night moment, and she's here with us. You are a rock star, Georgina. 3:44 a.m. I love it. All right. So let me take I want to show you guys the chakra chart so we can see what's going on with our shakalakas. All kinds of upgrades, activations, like you name it, massive transformation. So remember when we look at that big picture too, it kind of gives the noodle something to chew on too. We are becoming less dense and more crystalline. So our bodies, physical bodies, are releasing dense energies. And so when it's coming out, right, it can feel not smooth, right? So and I'm going to show you here. Hang on, I'm going to have to move. Let me move the melon. Ooh, here we go. All right. So this was yesterday, right? And then you can see, this was that one, we talked about this one yesterday, right? Where we had that, right? It was a sharp, this is definitely a purge. Now, look at how this energy that came in overnight looks. This is a combination of, remember when we see it spread out like that over a couple of hours, and this is more than a few hours. This looks like 5 or 6 hours easily. No, I'm not going to count those stinking little lines. I'm not a perfectionist. That doesn't serve anybody. So anyway, several hours, right? Extended out, but also with these daggers. So this means we got new light, new energy in, which can be, right, for me, it's creative flow like nobody's business. Like that's the creative flow coming in. Feel like I was in a whirlpool of it. But at the same time, any energies that are coming to the surface to heal. So these, remember when we see purging like this, now notice this guy, this bottom one is the root chakra. And that's where this guy's been busy all year, because we got to get rid of all those horrible things we think about ourselves and others and others. All that's got to go. It's got to go with the light, because it's not true. We're all divine perfection. So that's all got to go. You notice that one's like calmed down a little here. And again, this bigger pushes are in these upper chakras. Why? Gifts are coming online. And we're going to talk tomorrow about I know many of you, there's so many things coming to completion. Please do your best not to freak out. As I get this information, I'm pouring it out of me, quite literally. And so there are many of you that have maybe a relationship ending, and maybe you were dependent on that relationship for income. You maybe a long-term career just came to a close, or maybe you said, take this job and stick it. No longer resonating. Adios. Ciao, ciao, besito. I am ready to live from my heart. And then you're in this moment of, now what? Tomorrow I'm going to answer how to get to that first step. And it's super clear, because it has to do with getting into the golden current, and it has to do with a concern about how am I going to attract abundance. And so that is one of the questions that someone brought forward. And so I'm picking two or three of the bigger questions that came in to help any of you who are in that situation, okay? But just remember, the answer is always alignment. Am I in my heart, or am I making noodle soup? Quite literally. If you keep it that simple, and just know everything you need to know will come to you before you really, really need to know it. And everything that shifts in the quantum field. So let go of these linear calendars. You're not running out of time, and you're not running out of anything. You're a creator, and when you get into alignment, when I tell you, it just comes. It's not a go-get. It truly isn't. It's effortless. And that's how we were supposed to live the whole time. But we got into this fear thing, and now that's all falling apart. So remember, nothing really is ending, it's completing. And your blank slate is here. We're already creating in the blank slate. Every day when we come in here, and you guys, you are spiritual warriors, every single one of you, every time we come in here and ground together and go into that inner sanctuary, we are lighting up our own manifestation. But see, we're coming in here out of pure love. You can't say, I'm going to meditate today for money. No, because that's doing it out of fear. Why doesn't that work? Because you're saying, well, I don't really believe it's coming, so I'm going to get in here and cross my fingers and my toes and, buy a chicken, whatever, need a good luck charm. No, you don't need any good luck charms. You don't need a lottery ticket. You just need to get yourself into alignment, and just with no attachment to the outcome. Because this can't even imagine how good it is. It really can't. This, remember, can only spit out the lowest common denominator. So when this tells you have one solution, go, oh, thank you for showing me the absolute worst case scenario. Even if it sounds good to the noodle, let it go. Stay in alignment. This is the key to everything. And we're getting there. We're getting there. You guys are just so good at this. The energy of the entire group just keeps jumping forward. And I know this because this is why they're giving us pieces. We weren't ready for the abundance piece because there were too many not feeling worthy yet. And if you're still telling yourself you're not worthy, when are you going to let go of that story? That is just the worst poo-poo book ever written, ever. Let it go. It's just not true. It's just not true. And we can see this. You witness the miracles in this group. You've all seen the miracles. We've seen them in focus group, and we're continuing to see them. And so there you go. For those whose noodle maker needs proof, we don't do proof in the fifth dimension, but if you need some, let go of that story and go, what if it's true, right? Get out of resistance. What if it's true that I'm a badass, powerful creator? Now what? What if it's true? Ask with curiosity. Let go of that resistance. If you can't really believe it, what if it's true? Because when you ask yourself, what if it's true? There's not a soul in here that's going to tell me that makes their heart feel bad, because it can't, because it is your truth. So feel in the heart, let go of the noodle soup, feel in the heart. This is, they're just really asking us, we're being invited to really, really stay in the heart. Okay. Let's see, we're going to ground too. I promise. Okay, let's see. Who did I miss? Who did I miss in here? I see. La, la, la. Sonia Rita. Sonia's in the house. My favorite hummingbird. I love your energy, Sonia. So glad you're here. Let's see. Okay, I think I saw everybody else. Christina Stevens in the house. Hey, Steven. All right. So who is up for some love, train, grounding? Let's get into that inner sanctuary. We could use, what we're really doing, by the way, is when this light comes in, we feel like we're on these outer edges, right? It's whirling us around the industrial washing machine. What we're doing right now, we're going right into that center spot there, because right there, Mwah. That's where it all happens. So that's where we're going together. See, I gave us a little visual goal, but I don't want to ground with all this because this, I don't know. I like I like to expand the moment and create a little ambiance. So I am, let's see what I'm drawn to today. Let's see, let's pick a background. And I'm gonna update, get some new backgrounds too. Ah, la, la, la. Oh, purple. I'm feeling purple. Why? Because the violet flame is the thing that heals all dense energies. So, let's see. Someone says roommate is, yeah. So anybody that is negative right now, if they're still not awakened, this energy, you can imagine, we know what's going on and we're going, what the heck's going on? So just have compassion and understand that they're not awakened. But if it's triggering you, you go, wait, I have two choices. Okay, why is that triggering me? I can just be the light. And you have the ability to help their frequency come up just by staying in your light. And if that means like do the cocoon, right? Sometimes we really do have to go, okay, someone's coming at me really strong here. And I have now noticed that my guides put some people like that in front of me. So my only job is to be the light. My only job is to be the light. Now, if it's somebody that's in your living space, right? And you might feel like, okay, find a way to just get back into your own center, take those breaths and just say, I know, I'm in charge here. I'm in charge of my energy space. So when we get triggered, we give our energy away, and you don't want to do that. And just, I'm sorry you're not feeling good. Sorry you're not feeling good, and peace out. I think I'm gonna go for a walk right now, right? So whatever we do, we want to be cautious, though. I'm glad you brought this up. Be cautious of avoiding, though, because it takes energy to avoid. You're better off saying, you know what? Sorry you're having a bad day. I'm just gonna go keep to myself, right? So, well, that's okay. So yeah, anybody that's not awakened listen, believe me, I would be at the top of, I don't want to hear a thing that chick has to say. So, and that is why this channel, we do not market or promote it. It's just people find it by the energy, or if YouTube suggests it to them. And so, and the result though is that everybody in here is authentic, like high voltage spiritual warrior. And it's beautiful. This is such a protected, beautiful group. It is a absolute miracle. This floats my boat every day. When people ask what I do, I don't consider this to be a business. I consider what I do is that I guide and nurture a badass community of light workers, period. And in doing that, the rest comes in. The rest just happens. And it's true. When there's a retreat, you guys make it happen. Whatever it is, it's economy, SKUL. You guys make it happen. It's what does the community need right now? What does the community need guidance on? Pour it through me. Like, I'm the vessel and the mouth, in case you didn't notice. But truly, truly, I'm so grateful. That lights me up. I can't call that a job. That would be such a lie. I love coming in here. I love feeling your energy. I was gifted with this to be able to feel energy for a reason. And the only thing here on the love train is love. And so those who are not awakened, just give them a lot of space and grace. Because if someone told me 10 years ago I'd be doing this, I would have been like, what? What are you sipping? So I'm telling you, you can't see it. They're on a different frequency. They can't, and there's no reasoning, there's no convincing. It's not our job to convince anybody. Each soul decides in its own divine timing when they're going to spiritually awaken. And so this can really, really help you if there's and I get it, right? There can be, right? Especially if you're the first one awakened in your family, like then you got your own family going, oh yeah, you lost it. You lost it. She joined a cult, right? Whatever, and. All good. No, I love your ass and I came here to light it up. I'm turning my lighthouse on, because when you wake up from sleepy time tea, you're going to know where to go, and you're going to want some of this. You're going to want some of this light, and I'm going to show you how to elevate your own light, right? So we don't have to drag anybody across the finish line, which is so cool. And I know, believe me, the temptation is, but I know so much and it works for me. If they're not at a level of consciousness ready to receive it, you're banging your head against a brick wall, because it's literally like you're playing a song on one radio station and they're listening to a completely different one. So just do that space and grace, and just, but it's so important. The faster we see somebody as a divine human, regardless of their level of consciousness, that helps you too. It elevates your own consciousness as well. And if you need the forgiveness template, hit me up on email and I will send it to you. The gosh, there's always, you can't say I forgive all except that, except so and so. The except so and so is the one you need to forgive the most, because they're taking up real estate in your beautiful multidimensional field. Don't you want that out of there? Yes, and it's not for them. And you will love this forgiveness process because you're allowed to validate your feelings in it. It is not, and it's not accepting bad feelings. It's actually validating feelings, but really just forgiving them for their unconscious behavior. So super big. And I had to mention that because I was talking to my soul sister who lives in London earlier today. And we talked about, she said, forgiveness is so important because we've been on this journey together early on. And we both realized that, yeah, when you think you're done forgiving, just hit your list up again and say, maybe can I go a little deeper? It really, truly catapults you forward because you're cutting sandbags literally every time you are, and you do feel better and you feel lighter. Quite literally, you can feel the lightness in your body. So, okay, who's ready to breathe? So first, focus on that breath. See if you're not giving it a good deep inhale. Slow everything down. If you're driving, you can come back and listen to this later. It will stay up. And so notice where your breath is. Notice if your shoulders are up. Shake everything out and just get into a nice relaxed position. And then you can go ahead and close your eyes. And let's ground in this beautiful energy of this group. Take a nice deep inhale and just feel your breath rise easily up to the top of your shoulders. Pause there and exhale all the way down to Gaia's heart. Nice. Take an inhale, come up to your heart space. Pause here for a moment. On this exhale, see if you can allow your shoulders to drop even more. Nice. Take an inhale here. We're going to stay in Gaia's heart. On the exhale, just merge your light with hers. You're on the same frequency. Take an inhale, coming up to your heart space. And now notice if the front door to your heart is open. And if you can't visualize, it's okay. See, sense, or feel. And then notice if the back door to your sacred heart is open. And if it's not, on your next exhale, just gently guide it open. There's no effort required here. And now we're guided to breathe in this space. On the next inhale, expand that light in your heart. Exhale and light up all the cells in your body. And they're ready for this light. Take another inhale, expand the light in your heart again. On the exhale, let's fill the room or space you're in with your light. Really nice. Take an inhale, come back to the heart space again. Take an inhale, expand the light in the heart. Exhale, send your light out to the room or space you're in again. We're really anchoring and building here. Take another inhale, expand the light in your heart. On this exhale, you can say this silently or aloud, I release all energies that no longer serve me. And give it a good exhale. Inhale, expand your light one more time. I release all energies that are not mine. And go ahead and exhale, release. And now, the universe loves a void. Let's take an inhale and call in, I fill myself with pure love and light. Exhale, release. Again, I fill myself with pure love and light. Exhale, release. And one more time, I fill myself with pure love and light. Nice. And on this exhale, go back down to Gaia's heart. And let's stay here for a breath and just feel the stillness. And when you're ready, go ahead and inhale, come slowly back into your body, wiggle your fingers and toes, and then open your eyes. Wow, you guys are the best at grounding. That was so, so powerful. Oh gosh, that feels like it slowed down the hula hoops for me too. Really, really good. Let me know in the comments how that felt to you guys. Wow. I'll tell you, when the at the very end, after we released the dense energy, when we filled with the light, my head actually I felt a little lightheaded on that one. So that's how I know when we move space, that you have that feeling, you can feel a little dizzy. So awesome. Halloumi is here. Hi, Halloumi. Awesome. Well, really beautiful energy, guys. Again, please hang in there. I know it feels like, there's a lot of craziness, a lot of distortion. There's the things that are all being completed must come to the light so that they can be transmuted back to pure love and light. And we're here at, I think we got the easy part because we get to just shine our light, quite literally. So I'm grateful to be shining my light with each and every one of you. You guys are all superstars. And for those of you who are coming to focus group tomorrow, I will absolutely see you there. And keep the breath going, keep grounding today, and keep